Once your file is created, you can import the sequencer file using the import feature. You need to select a product group name and the sequencer file. You can go back to sequencer and verify your changes. In this example, I already have some orders scheduled for today. As you can see, there are some violations, and if I hover over them, more detail is provided. In this case, you can swap the order to remove the violation, or you can select to unschedule it. You can also swap two existing orders on the slots. You may decide to divert an order through the divert order option. Once diverted, the order cannot be used on the first station, so make sure the work was finished. You can see your diverted orders in the bottom pane. As you see, I also have some resource violations on few orders. You may assign one or multiple orders using the Assign button. You can modify the schedule to fill in the slots according to the requirement. If for some reason you decide to close your assembly line for a few minutes, you can do that with our shift option. To use this, please select the current date as your start and end date. Then you can select a date and time where to start shifting and the time by you want to shift the slots. In this example, I shifted from 9:30 by 15 minutes, and you can see that all the slots were modified accordingly. Now, by assigning the order CAP 3B, I have created some part violations on the previous orders. These violations depend on the order of your schedule. You can also match this information in Inventory Reconciler. The Inventory Reconciler calculates your inventory for scheduled orders starting from today to end of the date. In this example, we lack 45 part 1 on storage area 8 while we still have 80 part 2 left on the same storage area. You can filter some of the important parts by making them tracked and toggling this button. You can also export this information using the export feature. Now, to add or edit a sequencer view, you can select the Add Edit option from the menu. First, I'll edit the current view. You can select to add or delete the columns from the view. Once modified, go back to Sequencer and hit Go. As you can see, the column was added and removed as required. To add a new view, you will need to select a product group name, a view name that is unique in that specific product group, and a main line. Once created, you can add more stations in the view by selecting the assembly lines or some stations on that assembly line. If your assembly line is not connected to your main line in the graph for sequencer import file, you'll not be able to add that line in the view. You can again modify the columns as you like. Once created, save the view and go back to Sequencer. Once created, you can use the same features and schedule your orders. You can also modify the view for your current view by using the grid options. This concludes our discussion on Sequencer and Inventory Reconciler. You can use Settings feature to set defaults on different values for all three modules. A more detailed description is included in the user guide on the support website. For debugging, a logging feature has also added in the software. As of now, I do not have any error messages to display.